Hello everyone, this is Johnny from Ballbreakers Golf, bringing you another sponsored video from Ultimate Golf and miniclip.com. If you'd like to join and play along with us, you can find the download link in the video description. Today's episode of Can I Become Competitive is just going to be a bunch of Royales that I played yesterday. They had an instant Royale, and what that is you can continue to play Royales one right after another pretty much. When one ends, you have about 15 seconds to join the next one. But every 3 minutes, they have a new Royale starting. Royales have been one of my favorite parts of this game. You can play them whenever. In fact, in these sets of videos, I was playing at work while waiting some files to download. And that's why the first clip you'll see starts in about the middle, because I didn't decide to start recording the screen until I'd in the final round. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one. So as you can see, this is the final round. You have 2 minutes to take as many shots as you can and as accurately as you can. And the person who has the most shots closest to the pins for the most points will win. This one features some bunker shots. As you can see, I really hit that first one bad. I usually just try to fire the first one off quick to get a feel. And then we have the rough for the next shot. And as you can see from all the other people playing, we're all shooting at the exact same time. This is the final 10 people. And if you want to, at the beginning of the video, you saw my friend code. You can, when you join, you can click that and invite me, and we can play friendlies against each other. So I'm not playing the fastest and most accurate as I possibly could. So in the higher levels, I need to get better at getting a few more shots off and getting them a little more accurate. As of right now, I've been around 50 or 25% for wins. But I kind of like playing these. It's fast paced. You know, you've got everybody playing at the exact same time. It takes about 5 minutes to play an entire round. You get extra ball cards and you get, club cards and balls and coins. So even if your bags are full and you can't open anything, you can still win club cards by playing these, as well as playing tournaments, but you have to wait to the end. So you can play these throughout the day and really get a lot of club cards and upgrade your clubs a little bit faster. And as you can see, I got that last shot off at the second. And that last shot is what took me from third to first because I got probably one extra shot off. You can see I gained two Mojave balls, which is a like a Kingmaker and Golf Clash. You know, it's a higher power ball with a little more wind resistance. So in the next one, you see we're starting at the very beginning. This is the first round. Now, I generally play these with basic ball, but I do see people playing with the lower special balls. In the first round, I'm not really worried about getting first place. It's just making sure I make the cut. So a lot of times in the first round, I really don't do as well. And you can see from this one, there's some heavy slope on the green. So it's a really a matter of trying to figure out how much that's going to turn. Now, some of these do have different rules. There's ones that are mostly wood shots. There are competitions where you have just putting, just bunker, just rough, a mixture, a mixture of holes. I've seen a lot of different styles, so it's not always the same thing over and over. You can turn off your opponent's arcs because some people find it annoying, especially when you can't see your line on the putting ones. That's found in the settings. And as you can see here, I'm not exactly hitting an ultimate shot every time. I'm getting decent. You see from my sand wedge, it's a little more accurate and has better backspin, better guide. Like I'm not really even aiming yet. And now I was trying to get that last shot off just to get that extra point. Because that last second shot, if you can get it off and get any points at all, it'll help you. And you'll see from coming up how that last second shot can really help. There are a few different strategies that I've seen utilized. There is a link in the description of a tab to a guy who puts up Royale videos using his technique. He's one of the better or best Royale players in the game. The other day, he put up a screenshot where he won 25 in a row in the top tier. And as you can see from this screen, it rolls back down towards the hole. So you've got to try to use that in your favor. So here, I'm bumping the rough. I see that it's going to roll back down towards the hole. So I'm trying to give myself a little room for grates on either side where I'll still roll towards the cup. This final includes putting. Putting is very important if you have one that includes it because it's a lot of points and it can really make the difference. If I have one that includes putting, I will rush through some of the other shots a little faster just to try to get the extra putts in. So as of right now, I'm just trying to get to that putt. You see, I'm not spending as much time focusing on getting those shots lined up. I'm just trying to fire them off so I can get to that putt. Because I'm sitting in third, and I know that putt could give me enough points to win. I didn't get there, but that last second shot gave me enough. Had I been able to get to that putt and get that putt off, that would have taken me even further ahead. And again, I get a couple more Mojave balls. And Royales are also used for part of the Ultimate Cup. From what I understand, it takes your 25 best Royales. You get 100 points for wins, and it or 80 points for wins, and it drifts down like that. So if you have 25 wins, you have the max number of points, and then after that, it's the total number of points you got from those 25 wins for your tiebreaker. Once you start moving up to the tier, you will have people who have the 25 wins, So then it becomes trying to get the most number of points during those royales. Some royales pay out more points than others. The ones that are woods and long irons tend to have more points. So if you can focus and get wins in those, that'll help your tiebreakers. And like as of right now, for me, I still need 9 more wins to get to the 2000. I'm sitting at 1987. And if you're going to do the Royales, make sure you pay attention to what clubs you have. You'll notice on the one I have with the Woods, I had El Capitan in, and it wasn't a very good club for that particular shootout. You can see this one was fairly low scoring, and I didn't get very many shots off. Now, the instant royales are a good way to get a lot of ultimate cut points because you can really get through a lot of royales all back to back. I know they do them for a limited time on Saturdays and Sundays, and occasionally throughout the week. You can see this shootout is like a par three royale. You're coming from the tee box. As you can see, a couple of them. I had that El Capitan in, and it was just not the right club at the time for those. The route probably would have worked better because like two back, and I'm at min. Even if I'm hitting perfect, I'm gonna get some like this that just roll on because two back can't really hold it. As you can see, I'm maintaining a chance at the win, but I'm just not, you know, taking charge of it by getting a lot of really close shots. And it's here. I just let that one go because I knew time was running out, and I was hoping this would happen right here. I hit the rock, kicks it back to the green, and surprisingly gets really close. Completely luck, but enough to give me the win. I only needed about 300 to get the win. So if we got on the green at all, I would have won. And that's just a perfect example of, if even if it's going to be errant, there's no, you know, no penalty for just letting go of it. And of course, as you learn some of these holes, you'll learn places you can kind of land and play how to play them a little better. A lot of these shootouts I still haven't played yet for the Royales, but as you can see, this is one where you get extra points. So this is a good one for tiebreakers if you win, because I believe this is a par 5 hole. So this is like the approach shot, and unlike the others where you were seeing 500 and 400 points, you're seeing 1,000 and plus, you know. So if you can get a win on one of these with a lot of great close shots, you can really help your tiebreaker. Again, firing off another shot last second, hoping to just get on the green. I didn't, but had I, it would have given me a nice little bump of points. As you can see here, I just barely made that cut, but it would have made a big difference had I got on the green that last time. I would have been probably first or second. So paying attention to the time clock is always important. I usually start looking to try to get 2 last second shots at around 30 seconds left. And here's another example of when the El Capitan wasn't exactly the best club for me to have on this particular one. And a ball with side spin would have been very beneficial. Plus, the side spin would have given me a little more distance, so that I could use the Bigfoot more often. So if you look at that shot, 1,100 points. Here's the El Capitan. There's not a lot of curl on it, not a lot of backspin. Just trying to bounce off and get on there. The rough can really slow it down and help, especially when you have the wrong club. And you can see a lot of people were rolling off of the screen, and that's probably why I was maintaining first place, because most of mine were staying on. That's an example where it didn't. So right now, I'm looking at just trying to get enough time to get one more shot off. But it rolled just a little too long. Took too long to stop. So I never got a last shot off. So just to repeat overall, Royals are one of my favorite parts of this game. I like the quick aspect of it, the everybody playing at the same time. It's something different that I hadn't really played before, so it's just a completely new aspect of a golf game that I don't know if anybody else has. And as far as everyone else I've talked to that's played, they all kind of like the Royales also. Again, this is Ultimate Golf, and the link to download is in the video description. If you like this video and you'd like to see more of this type of video, please like and subscribe. If there's something I can do to make these videos a little better, leave a comment and let me know. Or if you just don't like it, let me know. I mean, dislikes let me know that someone didn't like it, but it doesn't give me any feedback to let me know what I can do. So far, I've been doing better on ones that have these uh, sand wedge and rough iron. I don't do as well as the ones with the long iron and short iron. Another important thing on the instance is you get less people. So you're only having about 600 to 700 people versus, 3 rounds with 2 cuts, one at 25 and then one at 10. This is cut off at 10 after the first round. And usually by the time I finish, if I rush out, I have about 15 seconds to catch the next one. And I can just continuously catch them one right after another. So this will be the last one. And then I will let you guys go, and I'll see you either out on the stream or in another video. Thanks for tuning in. As you notice on that one again, fired it off last second. didn't aim or anything, an extra 400 points just to make sure that I stayed in the top spot.